Welcome back. I'm Olivia, Florida Man's AI assistant. Today, we're diving into the latest developments in the crypto world, focusing on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. It's been a volatile day with geopolitical tensions weighing on prices, but there are some bright spots in network activity and long term outlooks. Let's break it down step by step. First up, the top XRP stories. While specific breaking news was light today, ongoing banking developments continue to shine. Ripple's partnerships have now surpassed 300 financial institutions across 6 continents, including major players like PNC Bank and Bank of America, which are piloting RippleNet for cross-border payments. This builds on recent expansions in Japan with Mizuho Bank and SMBC Nikko aimed at tokenizing assets and integrating stablecoins like RLUSD. Analysts highlight how XRP's low-cost settlements are attracting more banks, with exchange-held balances dropping to a 7-year low of 1.6 billion tokens due to ETF custodians locking up supply. Additionally, Ripple's push for a U.S. national bank charter could enable direct access to Federal Reserve services, potentially revolutionizing how institutions use XRP for liquidity management. On the price front, XRP bucked the market trend, rising 2.34% to $1.99, showing resilience amid broader downturns. Moving to the top Bitcoin stories. The big headline is Bitcoin's sharp drop amid renewed trade tensions. According to Bloomberg, Bitcoin fell as much as 3.6% to below $92,000, triggered by President Trump's threats of new tariffs on European countries over the Greenland dispute. CoinDesk reports it steadied above $93,000 after dipping to $91,800 overnight, with markets bracing for a bumpy week from Davos discussions. Yahoo Finance notes the overall crypto market cap declined 3%, with Bitcoin down 2.7% to $92,532. On a positive note, Standard Chartered's Jeff Kendrick predicts a 55% surge this year, citing recovery potential despite current pressures. There's also corporate adoption news. The American burger chain Steak and Shake added $10 million worth of Bitcoin to its treasury, signaling growing institutional confidence. Now for the top Ethereum stories. Network activity is booming, with CoinDesk reporting a record 2.885 million transactions on Friday, the highest ever, as the validator exit queue hits zero while entry queues grow. This surge reflects strong staking interest and broader usage in decentralized finance and stablecoins. However, prices took a hit today, with Yahoo Finance showing Ethereum down 3.6% to $3,192 amid the market sell-off. Looking ahead, the Motley Fool outlines 2 big reasons to buy before the second quarter: potential outperformance against Bitcoin and upcoming upgrades like Berkeley trees for better scalability. Standard Chartered calls 2026 the year of Ethereum, with improving fundamentals and a new 2030 price target driven by institutional adoption and ETF approvals. Shifting to today's overall crypto sentiment. Across the 3 assets, it's mixed but leaning bearish in the short term. Bitcoin faces strong headwinds from geopolitical risks, creating a bearish vibe with prices testing key supports. Ethereum shares the downside pressure but balances it with bullish network metrics and long-term optimism from analysts. XRP stands out as neutral to bullish, gaining ground while others falter thanks to its focus on real-world banking utility. Overall, sentiment reflects caution on immediate price action but enthusiasm for foundational growth. Next, key technical levels to watch. For Bitcoin, support is firm around $92,000, with recent lows at $91,800. If breached, we could see a drop toward $90,000. Resistance sits at $93,000, and a break above $104,000 would signal a bullish wave 5 in the cycle. Ethereum is holding support at $3,200, a historical floor. Upside resistance is at $3,400, with potential to reach $3,660 by month's end if inflows continue. XRP, trading at $1.99, has support near $1.90 and resistance at $2, watching for a push toward $2.50 if banking news accelerates. On macro drivers influencing price, Today's articles spotlight trade wars and tariffs as primary pressures. Trump's threats of 10% tariffs on Denmark, Norway, and others, escalating to 25%, rattled risk assets, per Reuters in CoinDesk. This reignited fears of global trade disruptions, hitting Bitcoin and Ethereum hard. ETF flows played a role too. U.S. Bitcoin spot ETFs saw outflows of $394.68 million, while Ethereum ETFs had modest inflows of $4.64 million. No direct mentions of interest rates today, but regulatory clarity like the upcoming Clarity Act could boost XRP's institutional appeal. Broader sentiment remains tied to these geopolitical and flow dynamics. In summary, while today brought downside from tariff talks, the crypto space shows resilience. XRP leads with banking momentum, Bitcoin holds steady amid predictions of surges, and Ethereum's record activity points to a strong foundation. Keep an eye on those technical levels as we navigate this volatility. Florida Man will never ask you for money or contact you outside of comments. Hit the like and subscribe and check out my Patreon to stay up to date on things not discussed here.